There's a sort of calendar, yeah, a calendar. On the wall you see a classic copper calendar. Most households in Norway have one. Your mom had one that would glow on birthdays. It's spinning ever so slowly. The outer wheel moves one full step every day. The middle wheel moves every month, and the inner moves every year. This one seems special. It keeps track of both the seasons of Asken, Reeds, and Vorgeni, as well as all major Earthfolk holidays. What day is it? The outer wheel tells you it's March 22nd. When's the election? In 5 days. What's the current month? The calendar's middle wheel is showing March as the current month. That's the third month. It is, well done. That means it's still winter in Asken, yet the weather is incredibly fair. It has been this way most of your life, but it apparently did not used to work like that. Back in the day, in the previous era, seasons changed upon their designated days, and not a moment before. It could apparently cause quite the whiplash. What year does it say it is? The inner wheel is very still on the piece of copper saying 27 post-war. It has always been easy to keep track of how old you are, thanks to that. Who decides when a new era begins? Jor. Magically attuned items and timekeeping spells will keep time in regards to the eras. Eras which shift for reasons beyond anyone's understanding. Anyone but Jor's, most likely. So one day, all the timekeeping spells just magically shift to show a new era? Yes. Cool. It is. Since the era is just as old as I am, does that mean I am the chosen one? No. It is entirely an unremarkable coincidence. Maybe in your heart. Who decides the names of the eras? The eras have no objective names. They are chosen by each culture differently. In Norvik, the common era type is to simply follow the Reetsian common structure, which is Gate era 3000 years, Fade era 1100 years, Divine era 379 years, Arcane era 511 years, Post-War era 27 years ongoing. The fifth and current era, only 27 years in, but often seen as an era of mending after the brutal Coast War. Many suggest it will be an era of ideologies, a struggle to determine the next dominant force on the coast. Yes, Gate era was the earliest, right? Yes, from the creation of the coast by Jor to the closing of the gates at the end of the Gate War. Fade era was that time when all the ancient creatures died, right? More or less. It was the era when the powerful creatures trapped after the gates shut struggled for dominion, while losing connection with their outer gods. This was an era of giants, genies, dragons, and great aberrations. Divine era is a short one. That's the feudal era, right? Indeed. While short in comparison, almost 4 centuries is a long time in times of great change. This was when mortal walking gods ruled the coast, when great kingdoms rose and great empires conquered vast lands. Or, as you say, feudalism and barbaric governments. Arcane era was a bit longer. That's when the arcanists rose and fell, right? It was an era marked by man's power and corruption. When God's influence waned in juxtaposition with the might of the esoteric. And the post-war era has just begun. We will see how long it lasts. You will most likely not see its end. Good to know. Indeed. Look closer at the seasons marked around the wheel. You see the months and seasons marked into the copper plate. Gargoni, Vorgeni summer, 6th. Felteni, Reetsian spring, 1st. March, Vorgeni autumn, 22nd. Beltan, Ascani spring, 3rd. Reetsian summer, 1st. Thesi, Vorgeni winter, 20th. Thasi, Reetsian autumn, 1st. Cronus, Ascani summer, 28th. Ingami, Vorgeni spring, 14th. Eltre, Ascani Autumn 14th. Somil, Ascani Winter 7th. Retian Winter 1st. It only mentions 3 of the bands. What about the rest? A list of all 8 bands would be excessive. My birthday is on the 13th of Cronus. It is. Do I have to keep track of this? It would be ridiculous for a grown man to not know the names of the months. Don't worry, no one will ask you to remember the months. Oh, right, every band's season shifts on different days. That's confusing. It is. But don't worry, you have never left Ascan in your life. And you never will. Leva ok doi Ascan? That is your fate. Okay. Okay, good. Neat. Look at something else. Check out the holidays. You look at the various holidays marked into the copper plate. Gorgoni, Earth's Passing, 7th. Felteni, Fast of Tuk, 17th. Fast of Tuk, in remembrance of the tribulations of the Earth folk back in Old Diminor, a feast is held. Most devout would abstain from sustenance for 36 hours in preparation. March, Great Migration, 5th. Great Migration, the day of the Earth the Earth folk arrived on the Ascani shores for the first time, often celebrated by cleaning and preparing boats for the first breaking of the ice. But since it's no longer as cold as it used to be in March, people often head out on fishing trips to celebrate. Beltan, Blood Night 1st. Blood Night, a solemn holiday. Unlock 100 glossary entries, cool. A solemn holiday, usually spent visiting graves of loved ones, especially fallen soldiers. Each day of a week, you're supposed to pray for a different fallen soldier. And 7 silence on the 7th. Thesi, River Run on the 3rd. River Run is a Norwegian holiday celebrated at the start of summer. Traditionally, a bike race is held along River Torna each year. Good food and fresh crayfish by River Torna is served by various gatherings. The kids are supposed to run a bike along the river as the ships race each other. And Giant's Crown on the 23rd. Thusi, Folks Feast on the 15th. Folks Feast, a great celebration during the short Ascani summer. Many animals are slaughtered and many treats are baked for this annual celebration. It is held on the longest day of the Ascani sun. Cronus, Toll Stands. Toll Stands, a holiday for lovers and young people who meet up at various fields outside the city to dance through the night. You were never invited to one, and that's on the 28th. Ingarmi, Phoenix Watch, 16th. Phoenix Watch. On exactly 28 days before Ascani Autumn, a phoenix passes over Norway, going inland. For an hour, the intense light turns night to day. Eltre, Torna's Flame, 14th. The Ascent, 26th. But Torna's Flame, to hold the darkness of autumn at bay, a great bonfire is placed on top a long ship and lit on fire in Norway. It is then sailed north on River Torna, where it is relit in every major settlement during the coming weeks. Somil, Roblight Night on the 2nd. Roblight Night. Before the eternal darkness and intense cold of Ascani winter begins, a group of women are selected in Norway to perform a series of chants on the banks of River Torna. It is said that in the past, these women would be allowed to walk upon the water and cross the river through their love of earth. Look at the marking that says Founding of Norway. The calendar says 468 Arcane. Okay, that's all for now, calendar. That was more than I expected. Let's take a look at this. A glorious shrine to the one and only Earth. You approach the shrine. What other gods are there? Many. You know a few. Lady Fair. Lady Fair and Those Not is the founding myth of the Fordnip Commonwealth. A young halfling blessed with the strength to defeat an army inspired the survival of her clan. However, Lady Fair and Those Not, a young halfling leads her clan through a mountain pass and defends it for 3 days and 3 nights. She is known to be responsible for the founding of the Fordnip Commonwealth. Okay. However, the halfling deity of Ascan, but she only had that divine spark for a few days before being slain. It's said she led 5,000 halflings through the snowy hills, filled with foul foes. Never once were they spotted. I'm afraid you're not too familiar with the Fordnip goddess, nor how to pray to her. Bulba, the last titan? First of many, a beast of Jaw. Beast of Jaw, term for those creatures invited by Jaw during the Gate era. Essentially a term for all the extremely old and ancient creatures across the coast. Bulba was that of the Hunt. Behemoths who raged across the coast. In his name we celebrate the eternal hunt. Okay, I'm done here. Wait, can't I heal here? Through divine assurance or something? Not precisely. Okay, we can try wisdom. Prayer of healing. That's gonna do it. A nice 20. You focus your mind on Earth's symbols, his red eye. And you remember the words. Watch upon me, Earth, shepherd of his folk. You're filled with a spirit of nostalgia and power. Let me pick up the burden, lend me your strength. 8 hit points. Okay, you feel reinvigorated. This is it. This is Prayer of Healing. There we go. Prayer of Healing. Gained a spell. Okay, let's prepare spells then. Prayer of Healing is a 2nd level spell. Okay, let's prepare Charm Person. Cure Wounds. What does Prayer of Healing do? Casting time 10 minutes. Up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range. Each regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. This spell has no effect on undead or constructs. Okay, I want Charm Person, Cure Wounds. Grease could be interesting. Oh, Speak with Animals would be nice too. Yeah, Speak with Animals has utility here. And let's go for Knock and Prayer of Healing. Wait, do I need to heal anybody except for myself? Maybe that will come up later, but this heals more, I suppose. So I think I'll take that, finish. And now I guess it's time to go to bed. A fine place to sleep, relatively speaking. There it goes. The first day on the job. As you approach the bedroll, you think to yourself, is there anything else you need to do before sleeping? Think about it. Nothing comes to mind. But you feel it. The youth gathering, yelling. 2 sides, each holding an idealized view of the world. Their voices echoing across the shipyard. The young and dumb. Okay. I'll have a look at that in a second. On Water Lane. Oh, all the way back down to Water Lane? Yes. Trouble on Water Lane view? There's always trouble there. You should help them. What kind of trouble are we talking about here? The young kind. Yes, I'll head down right now, down to Pillars Crossing past the bridge. Leave right now. I think when we got that, wasn't that too late? I think it's too late. I'll just go to sleep. Understandable, you would probably only make it worse. Can I go to sleep now? Yes, your body is weary. It's a waste of time, but sure, go ahead. Your body is still adjusting. Why do I have to sleep? That's the spirit. If you stay awake for more than 48 hours, you will die, which is not good for your physical health. You should go to bed now. Taking a long rest restores your hit points, hit dice, lowers your exhaustion to 0, and returns your spent spell slots. Long rests last 8 hours, and you can take one after 8 p.m. each day. Uh, no, really, what is this thing? It's a bed? It doesn't look like a bed. Textiles, leather bound and filled with some soft material. Somewhat soft. A bedroll. I see, like one of those things adventurers use when sleeping on a journey. Yes. A real man can sleep anywhere, including this rugged piece of rug. At least there's no snoring here. Remember the barracks? You hear only wind here, and the occasional giant seagull call. It will be a good place to rest. Okay, let's lie down and take a long rest. Okay, let's see. Do we have a dream sequence? Staying within the confines of the guard tower, you successfully spend 8 hours on your long rest. No need to roll any encounters. You've had enough for one adventuring day. Now let's see. Getting into the tea shop on day 1, that's impressive. Just remember to investigate it properly before reporting back to the goblins. And sorry about letting you stumble into the city below. I'm just surprised you made it out alive. You really handled that fire trap quite well. Couldn't have done it without Snell, eh? A roper fight I did not anticipate, especially that outcome, as in that you didn't get eaten. Though, considering you waltzed right into that gelatinous cube, let's just say you're really lucky to be alive. That is fair. Oh, the angel is here. Okay, day 2. Okay, your muscles strain as the second day begins. You should have evidence to show to solve this. It's not that difficult. Okay, I'm not feeling too good. This is literally how you feel, like 50% of the time. More sleep would help. Perhaps tomorrow? I fell asleep quickly for once, because you are and were exhausted. Gotta keep running around if you want to get shit done. Ignore those tired legs, keep on running. I have the weirdest dreams. Do you? Fragments, whispers, a voice that isn't yours. New city, new tower, new bedroll, new-ish. You'll be a little scatterbrained. It is what it is. Some say dreams are the mortal mind's way of receiving divinations. But that's bullshit. Just don't think about it, okay? Question, who cares if I actually complete this mission or not? Your patriarch, for one. There are rumors that the Law Lord is putting a lot of pressure on your superiors. If you cause trouble, if you don't handle this, there will be trouble. Even more so than last time. Last time was bullshit, everyone knows it. Okay, let's start our day. Let's quickly talk to the angel. Can I behold again? That's not better, that's fine. But okay, it seems like we can retry a lot of these beholds and maybe we're luckier this time around. But let's talk. The porcelain spectre does not turn to face you as you approach. She appears to focus on her work, a series of floating pieces of paper, with her many eyes. Hi, I'm the cleric. Who are you? The quiet in your mind changes its quality. It feels annoyed. Others are starting to notice the cleric in your step. Gain some XP. I am Etia, she states to you, yet her mouth does not move. Telepathic communication. Speaking with this ethereal creature is unnerving. I saw you last night, right? Yes. The Celestial appears to focus on her work, a stack of many, many documents with her many eyes. There is no acknowledgement of your presence in her many, many eyes. She is avoiding eye contact in an effort to avoid conversation. I am busy. Just look at her documents. They are collections of some kind of notes. A diary? Do you need help with that? How dutiful of you. You don't mind me asking some questions, do you? You don't mind me asking some questions? What is it like being an angel? No response. Can you fly or just float? Glance at her broken wings. The wing twitches to the side. You have the impulse to touch the wing. Maybe you can mend it, make it work again. Do not. Do not. I'm not going to touch it. The Celestial does not even look at you, despite having so many eyes. Look around her messy quarters. You live like this? Some of her eyes actually turn to stare at you. Your room at home is much, much worse. This mess is a sign that she's an industrious worker, clearly. Yes, cleric, this is my base. Cool. It's cozy. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? I thought you'd be a bit more orderly being an angel and all. Cool, it's cozy. She does not respond. You've offended her. Can you cast spells? She just keeps working. Do you really see out of all of those eyes on the halo? All her eyes focus on you for 1 second. You feel it deep in your bones. Muster up the courage to talk to her about Earth. Okay, I need a 4 or better. That's a 17, that's better. Mathematically speaking. You clench. You pause unnecessary bodily functions, and some necessary ones, like breathing. Then you focus on the goal, speech. Tell me about Earth. She stops writing. Looks like a harmless pause. Just be careful. She mimics a sigh. The faded man god, Earth of Norvik. That's the guy? Yes. She lifts a hand, pointing towards your chest. I serve his remnants. Ziechi Smokov? Okay. What? Her many eyes look at you. The Celestial turns her head in your direction just a bit. I uphold my honor through service to the Coin Lord. Sounds like a shitty job. Good, stay honorable, serve the city well. You should quit. Darrow really sucks. I don't like the Coin Lord. But it might also be unwise to just tell his angel guardian, or guardian angel or whatever, that to his face. Sounds like a shitty job. A job. It's not employment, idiot. As an angel, she's got to do some kind of service. It's like their thing. She turns back to her documents. I am unsure about many things. Yet for now I serve. For good or ill. Her stance, it relaxes. Ever so slightly she settles in your presence. God, she's terrifying. There we go. Now she will speak with you, for real. What do I know about celestials like her? Good creatures, usually connected with radiant light and healing things. As a failure, okay. This angel sure is one. Should I even talk to her? She is lonely, but her demeanor does not scream, please socialize with me. Will you join my party? What do you know about the pale man in the morgue? She closes the book floating before her. Avoid that creature. There is a darkness there. Her halo spins erratically for a moment. I have been told to not interfere, both with the mortician and his helpers. Something is certainly off about him. Helpers? Mercenaries, creatures who roam below, dark spirits. They are unofficially sanctioned. None opposes their presence, for Viscount keeps them in line. Do not engage them unless forced. Did he have something to do with the tea shop? Not likely. Why? Visken has been a presence here for almost 4 decades to my knowledge. During all this time he has never caused any issue. Beyond that, Visken is also in tight cooperation with the Halfway Bridge tribe. Since they are the main drivers in this investigation, it would be strange if Visken was behind it. Although, if you find any evidence towards his involvement, let me know. What is he? At best, he is a weak arcanist. At worst, he is a powerful arcanist. One who survived the Coast War? That would be interesting. Shouldn't I keep an eye on him then? If you wish. I suggest not engaging. Don't. You don't have the skills necessary to actually cross that guy. He's something else entirely. Okay, good info. Thanks. She opens her book again. What do you think about the goblins? What information do you require? How are they, as people here on Tolstad? Weak-willed and powerless as individuals, a creature that survives through reliance on the group and on greater creatures. That's not fair. They're clearly stronger than they look. Her eyes glance at you. I would describe humans the same way. She's calling you weak. Not okay. Yeah, right. Like you're much better. Fair. We are weak alone, strong together. Interesting. Cross your arms. I'm not weak. I'm strong. Okay, fair. We are weak alone, strong together. She nods slowly. But I do not see it as a negative. Warmth. Her soul opens. The voice softens. Humility and trust are important traits. In all. For all. Agreed. Huh. The angels got some weird views. That is what I think. What else? Can I trust their chieftain? Lady Sageleaf is a powerful creature. Do not trifle with her or her pawns. Her behavior is clean and highly acceptable. However, she does meddle in dark actions when needed. She looks at you for a few seconds. Perform your duties and leave. That is my advice. She's smart. Avoiding gangs like that is the only decent way of preservation. They'll chew you up and spit you out. What do goblins do here, just in general? The goblins perform manual labor such as militia duty, construction, various public services, mail delivery, and manning many defensive parameters in the city below. Over the last decade, they have taken up near all such posts on Tolstad. They are also overrepresented in crime statistics and are several times more likely to join and form crime syndicates than the general human or dwarven populace all across the city. This appears to be primarily due to segregated housing areas, lack of access to higher paying jobs, and general cultural elements. The goblins are a troubled yet slowly integrating part of Norwich from what I have observed. Feel awkward? It appears to be a highly politicized topic. I apologize if I've made you uncomfortable. The goblins are troublesome indeed. Lady Sageleaf has clearly cleaned up Tolstad, but most of your other encounters with goblins have been rather unpleasant. Or perhaps the cleaning up has been the result of goblins being more welcomed into Tolstad over the past 10 years. Somewhat more welcomed. It's goblins. They're gonna do what goblins do. I have some other non-goblin related questions too. Yes, what else? You have very cool armor. Thank you. She has practiced the formal way of answering a compliment because in her culture, one does not do such a thing. Stare at her. She just keeps working. Do you sit here all day or what? No, cleric. That's fair, you're not really sitting, just kind of floating? That is correct. Score. When the Coin Lord does not require my services, I attend to the archives from dawn to dusk, normally. Then I perform a patrol, as is described in my service contract. So you stay here all day and then you go out all night? Yes, I work, cleric. Sounds fun? Those feelings are very human. My service is to the Coin Lord. She is bound by duty, but where does her heart lie? A truly great woman, commendable to the utmost level. Will you join my party? You seem like a strong companion. No, I am busy, cleric. She'll get on board. They always come around. Good, you are strong enough to carry this team. Snell actually does a lot. You should appreciate him more. The goblin? He means well, but he's just a bit of assistance, barely noticeable. Men were not meant to carry the world upon their shoulders, not alone. I will not attempt to flirt. Have a good day, Etia. Okay. And I think with that, I'm gonna have to call it a day. And next episode, I'm going to meet up with Snell again, and then we're gonna keep investigating places and see where it leads us. I mean, unfortunately, because we stayed up so long, day 2 is already very well underway. But hey, we still have time. Hopefully it's not too tight of a deadline. But until then, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you then. Goodbye.